voice, you crazy mother.
Alright, what's up guys, EHOKS here, we're playing some Scrap Mechanic. If you guys have not seen this game, I highly recommend it. It's a great sandbox, like, builder game. You can pretty much build any weird contraption, and we got a face cam for the first time, so welcome. So today we're going to start off and we're going to build this car that I've been building quite a bit recently, and it's one of my favorite designs at the moment. I've got some other stuff planned as well, so hopefully we can keep up on top of it and get some YouTube stuff started out. But this will be kind of like a little bit of a let's play, like let's build kind of a thing. So I think I start off here with a let's see if I can remember what I do. I don't remember it being this big. Hold on, start over. Alright, so we're gonna start off with this little bit of an area right here. Boom. Okay, and then this should be able to fit a seat, right? Yep, okay. We're actually gonna face it this way. So you want this little 4x2, and we'll leave this even, in the middle basically. And then right here we're actually going to attach a jet, but we'll do that in a moment. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to build out on these edges, on these corners of the lift. You can see that? We're going to build out one block. Boom, boom. And then we're going to raise this up, because down here is where we're going to put some other things, such as suspension. I usually go with a sport suspension, but we might try off-road. I don't know how. We'll just stick with the sport for now. You might want to try off-road. I haven't tried it yet. It might actually end up being better or not, but I'm not sure. So we're gonna put these bearings on the bottom here, and these ones are going. Oh, just kidding. We're gonna go. What have I done? What have I done? I missed a step. I deleted the lift, not the bearing. That's what happens when you record. Everything goes wrong. Alright, so we're going to put a bearing on the side, is what I actually meant to do. And these ones, I will show you what they do in a little bit, but just know that they need to be on the sides here. We're going to put a block on top of these bearings, obviously, because that is a bearing. These ones are going to be for turning, so we're going to put these on the bottom. And then we're going to go ahead and put a block here, just so we can then throw suspension on the bottom of that. And then the suspension has to have a block on the bottom of that in order to put a bearing for the wheels. So we put the bearings here. I apparently put 2 blocks on that one somehow. And then we throw the tires on. Perfect. Okay. So now that we don't need this, or I don't think we'll need bearings, we definitely don't need tires, we shouldn't need concrete, we will need metal. We'll need some of these and a controller. So I like to throw the controller on both sides just because it evens out the car. Weight is a thing in this game. If you could see by where it says right there in the white text right above my head right here, where it says lightweight, heavyweight, stuff like that. So it's always something to account for as well. I like to throw the switches right on top of here, just to keep it even, make it kind of look symmetrical and stuff as well. We are going to go ahead and we're going to only connect up this side, and we're going to connect them to these top ones. You'll see them turn purple as I connect all of them here. And then we have to connect a button to here, and then this button can go to the driver's seat. Now that that's all connected, these bearings right here won't fall out. Like normally if you just took this away without the bearings, the tires would let it roll out and it'd be a mess. It'd be a disaster. Why is that? Oh, because they turned. I was like, why is that offset from the other one? See how like this bearing let it turn all the way around and stuff? The reason we took it off from right there is because we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the engine underneath here, just to give it kind of a little bit lower mass, a lower center of gravity. and whatnot. And then we're going to go ahead and we're actually going to strap an engine, or like a jet on the back of here as well. Now that we've got all that, it will be very back heavy with this. So we take some metal and we build up like this. And then after that, I like to do a little bit of detailing work with these blocks because these blocks are really cool looking. Not necessarily my favorite because that they're orange or anything, because orange is kind of meh. We can throw this back on the lift so I can actually reach things. Oh, I thought I could put it further in the ground. Alright, and then we're going to toss this here. We'll get... I've actually changed this, I think, where I started doing this instead. I don't know how much I like that or not, but I was doing that kind of stuff before. I don't know, and you can kind of do this however you want. I usually also like to take some lights and kind of attach these on here, kind of make it look like a duck face. It's my little duckmobile. It's kind of strange. But yeah, so we can lift it up a little bit and we can actually, we will hook up the steering to these bearings so we can actually make it turn. We will then also hook up the engine to the steering wheel so it doesn't just take off. Because if you don't have this connected to the seat, then the engine will just run and your car will just drive away. And then you gotta make sure that these bearings are rotating forward, so when you push forward they rotate that way, the way you want them to, because these ones are already set forward, it'll just spin. And we'll also set this onto here. And then we will give the engine a little more power. And we'll change these bearings. So we're going to make everything rotate blue to go out. And right here, so it rotates that way, and that one rotates that way. Awesome. Just makes my life a little bit easier. So this should be, so 2 and 3 are the front ones. So 2 and 3, I'm going to actually set to probably about 75, and then these back ones, 1 and 4 is what I have right here, I'll set to about 45. So it has a little bit of an angle down, and basically the reason I do that is because I use this engine kind of as a way to give us some downforce, because it gets a little rough. So we hit our button here, and it kind of gets down low, prowls around, you know, and then why don't we have any power? I hooked that the wrong way. That's why I don't have any power. I'm an idiot. You're probably laughing at me like, oh my gosh, look at this idiot putting things on the wrong things. I need to put the engine to the wheels, not the seat to the wheels. And then we'll go ahead and flip these to make sure they're going the right way. Now we should roll. Also, one of these, it's going to be turning the wrong way. So the back ones are both fine. The front ones are not, so we'll go ahead and flip those bearings. There we go. So I gave it this kind of like dual steering. Gets a little bit lower center of mass when it gets down low like this. And I don't know, I like it a lot. It seems to work pretty well. I've got something a little turned up pretty high. I don't know what's turned up so high, probably the engine. I'm going to tweak it a little bit. We can get to the engine. Maybe turn down the thruster a little bit. Ooh, something's off. I think I might have got my engine a little too far back. Needs a little bit more weight on the front, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's one of my favorite vehicles. It usually works pretty well. Like, you could throw the engine probably 1 block further forward, so the mass is a little bit more centered this way, rather than being all the way back there. Makes it a little bit nicer. But, ooh, almost saved it. Not quite. Then, with the transforming stuff, you can kind of usually get it to get back up. It's usually kind of a pain. But yeah. Not always, though. It's kind of trial and error with this game. But just kind of a good demonstration about how bearings work, how the engine works, how the seat works, stuff like that. In case you've never seen this game, and I got a bug splat. Cool. I don't know what happened. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and video. Helps me out a ton. See you guys later. Peace.